Hello friends, you are on the channel Quotes of Great Men. Enjoy watching. Of all the things of a man's soul which he is within him, justice is the greatest good and injustice the greatest evil. Is it not the excess and greed of this and the neglect of all other things that revolutionizes this constitution too and prepares the way for the necessity of a dictatorship? The knowledge of which geometry aims is the knowledge of the eternal. No one knows whether death may not be the greatest of all blessings for a man, yet men fear it as if they knew it was the greatest of evils. The power of the good has taken refuge in the nature of the beautiful. The choice of souls was in most cases based on their own experience of a previous life. Knowledge easily acquired is that which the enduing self had in an earlier life, so that it flows back easily. Nothing in human affairs is worth any great anxiety. And may we not say, Adiamantus, that the most gifted minds, when they are ill-educated, become the worst? The earth is like one of those balls made of 12 pieces of skin. He, O men, is the wisest, who, like Socrates, knows that his wisdom is in truth worth nothing. Cooking is a form of flattery, a mischievous, deceitful, mean and ignoble activity, which cheats us by shapes and colors, by smoothing and draping. A certain portion of mankind do not believe at all in the existence of the gods. Where reverence is, there is fear, for he who has a feeling of reverence and shame about the commission of any action, fears and is afraid of an ill reputation. God ever geometrizes. As to the artists, do we not know that he only of them whom love inspires has the light of fame? He whom love touches now walks in darkness. There still remain 3 studies suitable for free man. Arithmetic is one of them. Health is a consummation of a love affair of all the organs of the body. You cannot conceive the many without the one. Are these things good for any other reason except that they end in pleasure and get rid of and avert pain? Are you looking to any other standard but pleasure and pain when you call them good? For it is obvious to everybody, I think, that this study of astronomy compels the soul to look upward and leads it away from things here to higher things. Love, a grave mental disease. That is very high praise, which is given you by faithful witness. Wealth does not bring excellence, but that wealth comes from excellence. Philosophy is an elegant thing, if anyone modestly meddles with it, but if they are conversant with it more than is becoming, it corrupts them. Let us affirm what seems to be the truth, that, whether one is or is not, one and the others in relation to themselves and one another, all of them, in every way, are and are not, and appear to be and appear not to be. A good man cannot be harmed either in life or in death, and his affairs are not neglected by the gods. Music is moral law. It is the essence of order and leads to all that is good, true, and beautiful. There are some who are naturally fitted for philosophy and political leadership, while the rest should follow their lead and let philosophy alone. Every serious man in dealing with really serious subjects carefully avoids writing. There does not exist, nor will there ever exist, any writing of mine dealing with this subject. Hence it is from the representation of things spoken by means of posture and gesture that the whole of the art of dance has been elaborated. Discordance is evil. Harmony is virtue. Wealth is well known to be a great comforter. The Paphian Queen Tanitis made repair across the tide to see her image there, then looking up and round the prospect wide, when did Praxiteles see me thus? She cried, ignorance of all things is an evil neither terrible nor excessive, nor yet the greatest of all, but great cleverness and much learning, if they be accompanied by a bad training, are a much greater misfortune. There is a matter much more valuable and divine than natural philosophy. On this matter I must speak to you in enigmas. And isn't it a bad thing to be deceived about the truth, and a good thing to know what the truth is? For I assume that by knowing the truth you mean knowing things as they really are. The heaviest penalty for deciding to engage in politics is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. He who without the muse's madness in his soul comes knocking at the door of poesy and thinks that art will make him anything fit to be called a poet, finds that the poetry which he indeed has in his sober senses is beaten hollow by the poetry of madmen. No trace of slavery ought to mix with the studies of the freeborn man. No study, pursued under compulsion, remains rooted in the memory. Thanks for watching. Check out these educational videos too.